Raise your hand if you have ever been buried in a mountain of digital chaos. Endless scrolling to find a file, 10 of the exact same type of file, tons of downloads. You can't even see what your desktop looks like, going through emails just to try to find a link and spending like 15 minutes doing it. OMG. It is super stressful. It is super overwhelming, can cause so much anxiety and wastes so much time. And frankly, you'd rather be doing something else like I don't know, making money, for instance. I have been there. I totally know how that feels. That's where I was before I created my digital filing system to take care of it all. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today so that you can climb out of that mountain of digital chaos. Hi there, I'm Melinda, the Orderly Entrepreneur, here to help you streamline your business one easy button at a time. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you haven't joined us yet, thank you for being here. So first, let's just talk about organization and efficiency in your business. That's pretty much what I talk about all the time here on my channel, if you've been around for just a minute. And the reason why I do is because it is so very important to have systems and processes in your business. It's literally the foundation, the backbone of being able to have a successful business. Time is an asset, right? Time is money. And as solopreneurs or a business owner that has maybe just a VA or one or two contractors, your time is very valuable and you need as much of it as possible because there is so much to do. Not just with your client work, not with just the products that you are creating and selling, but actually marketing it and doing all of the things in the back end of your business. This is why I'm so passionate about systems and efficiency. I used to do home organization, and because I was building a business around home organization, I also realized how important it is to be organized with all of your digital resources and all of the systems that you put in place, because all of that can save you time and help you be more efficient. And so I pivoted, and here I am helping you with that because I have tried pretty much all the things, and I know what can help give you those hours that you're always looking for. So, like I said, it's important to have efficiency and productivity in your business, but why is it so important? It can help you make decisions quicker. If you're anything like me, maybe you're not, I have a really hard time making decisions. And if I have a bunch of clutter that I'm looking at, or if I have a bunch of things that I need to go through, that makes it even harder. So the less chaos you have around what you are dealing with, the quicker and easier it is to make decisions. And therefore you can be more efficient with your time. Being more productive or more efficient can encourage your brain to have more energy and focus. So you can actually be more creative, come up with more ideas, and be able to think instead of trying to not think about what you're looking at or what you're trying to remember to do. Your customer experience can be enhanced because not only are you saving time for yourself, but you can save time for them as well. And because you're able to focus and make better decisions, you're able to take care of things that come through from your clients a lot easier. And lastly, it facilitates growth. And that's what we want as a business owner, right? We are in this to help others, 100%. And we are also in this to help care for our families or to make money for whatever it is that we need the money for, right? And we want to grow our businesses so that we can have the opportunity to make as much money as possible. And so being more efficient with your time and being more productive can definitely help you grow quicker. So, what is a digital filing strategy anyway? That's what I'm going to be sharing with you today is my digital filing strategy. And basically, it is just a plan for how and where you are going to house all of your digital information. So, being intentional with all of your resources that land on your computer, in the cloud, on your desktop, etc. So when I tell people that I am a digital organizer, they automatically think, oh, you organize files. And yes, that is the truth. I do organize digital files, but that is not the only thing that I help organize as a digital organizer. So, what do I consider a digital item, or what do I call digital organization? Well, it's anything that has to do with what is on your computer, your desktop, your phone, any program that you use online, such as Canva, Asana. That's all digital organization. So it's files, it's images, it's assets, it's course creation materials, it's business resources, it's learning materials such as ebooks and mini courses that you purchase, client information, website and sales page information, your calendar, and your task and project management, and so much more. So it's not just your files that you're organizing. When I say a digital filing system, it's everything that you use on your computer and in your business every day, not just the files and the documents. So the core of my digital filing system is to keep it simple. You've probably heard me say that before when I'm talking about tasks and other things, and it's the same with organizing your digital stuff. I like to keep it simple. So there are three things that I use for organizing my digital information. I use Google Drive, I use Asana, and I use Canva. And I know that sounds weird, but being an online business owner, I create a lot of graphics and content, and a lot of it is in Canva. And so that's one of the places that I organize my information in. So in Google Drive, I organize all of my digital assets. I organize images, videos, graphics, education and learning resources, client contracts and other information and documents, coaching and training materials, all of that. So anything that you would think of as being a file or a document definitely goes into Google Drive. Almost everything pretty much goes into Google Drive. But there are some things that you wouldn't typically put in a drive because it isn't a document. And that could be something like a link or a task list. And that's where Asana comes in. I use Asana to pretty much organize anything that has a process or a structure. And I also include documents and files as well. But what I mean by a structure or a process is more like project management and tasks, and also things such as links. So if we go into my business hub, for example, I have all of my active products and services. So if I go into Get More Done One on One, I have here just a really quick how much it is, what's included, and then I have the links. So I have the landing page link in case I want to go there really quick. I have the backend link in case I need to change anything on the sales page, make any modifications. And then I also have my chat scheduling link in case somebody asks me for it. I can really quick come right here, because if I don't have this here or listed somewhere else, I have to go into the FG Funnels app, into my calendar settings, and find the link and copy and paste it. So it makes it really easy to have it here in my Asana board. I also have other things such as a portal link. So for this product right here, people actually go into a portal. So I have that if I need it. And as you can see, I have a Google Drive link. So if I click on this link right here, it will take me to the Google Drive folder that has all of the information in it that has to do with the organized CEO. So as you can see, I'm organizing information in Asana, and I'm integrating it in with Google Drive as well, but I'm not keeping the actual files there. Now, there are some times where I do keep files. So, for example, in my social media planner, I do keep things such as thumbnails. As you can see, my YouTube videos, I have my thumbnails in here. So I keep those, but I don't have any of the documentation. I have all of the links. So my Google Drive planner that I use, the month of what the video is, my email scheduling link. So anything I need when I'm working on this video is right here. And then also the list of my tasks. So it's taking care of everything that has to do with my YouTube video. Another example would be here in my memory map, my task management board. So this actually is my task management system where I keep my daily startup routine. So every day I check these things off, and I didn't check them off yesterday, as you can see. I keep quick links in here. So anything that I might need really fast. So this is my YouTube subscribe link. And this is if I want to cut and paste that and put that into Facebook, for example, really quick. And then I also have all of my tasks for everything. It's not just my daily tasks, but it's also for my projects, my volunteering, my personal activities, and all of that. So I use this for all of my tasks, and that I would not be able to do in Google Drive. And then I also have things like my admin hub where I keep my branding. This I actually come to quite often. I just keep my branding colors in here. The hex colors, if you don't have these anywhere, it makes it really, really difficult when you're creating a landing page or you're doing something in Canva and you don't have your branding done in Canva yet or something. Having your hex codes for your brand and all of your images and stuff in one spot is really great. Like I mentioned, I keep everything that has a system or a process to it in Asana. So all of these things that I've been showing you are things like links, tasks, projects, etc. And there are some documents, but for the most part, I will link to the documentation unless it's just a PDF or something that I want to keep within the card or board. Now, I mentioned Canva as the third place that I store my digital items. And the reason why is because there are so many graphics and assets that you create as a solopreneur. So if you are doing your own marketing, if you are creating online courses, or you have Facebook groups and reels and Instagram posts and Facebook posts and blog posts, all these things, it all needs to have graphics. And those graphics are really easy to create and store inside of Canva. Now, sometimes I store graphics from Canva in my Google Drive, and I will use my YouTube videos as an example. So the thumbnails that I create for my YouTube video, I will download those and I will put them in the video folder for the specific video that I am filming. And also any other graphics that go along with it because I want to keep them all together and I usually access them multiple times. If it's just an image that I'm creating for a Facebook post that I may never use again, or it's a template that I use for quotes that I put on LinkedIn, for example, that's just going to stay in Canva because it's not something that if it were to go away, if Canva were to shut down, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I didn't have it anymore. And it's already been posted more than likely. So if it's a PDF that I'm going to be selling, or if it's an image that is on a sales page, I will typically have the images both in Google Drive and on Canva because it's something that I've created and that I want to keep. But all of the other stuff that I create, which is a lot, just stays inside of Canva. It's got a really easy way of organizing your files within there. And so I use that as well. Like I said, it's all about keeping it simple. The least amount of programs that you use, the easier it's going to be to find things. If you know that you keep certain things in a certain place, you're going to automatically go to that place to find it rather than trying to think, is it in my email? Is it in Asana? Is it in Evernote? Is it on my desktop? If you streamline and keep it simple, it's going to create a system and it's going to make you more efficient and more productive. So, of course, the programs that I use, Google Drive, Asana, and Canva, are not the only things that you can use to organize your digital stuff. You can use things such as Trello, Evernote, OneNote, ClickUp. There's so many different platforms that are amazing. You can also use Dropbox and other programs that have cloud services. It's not just Google Drive. So, some things to think about and consider when you're going to be organizing your digital resources. You want to first think about your tendencies. The second thing you want to consider is consistency. And then finally, the third thing, and I've mentioned this a couple times already, make it easy and make it simple. Try not to complicate things. Try not to make it be so that everything is so super hyper organized that you can't find anything because there's so many different file names that you've created. That's why I have my organized CEO digital file system template that I've created in Google Drive to offer to people because it makes it super easy. The files are already created. You can just take that, put it in your Google Drive, and then you automatically have a file system there and ready for your files to be put in. Speaking of the organized CEO digital filing system that I've shown you here today, I will link that in the description below so you can go grab it for yourself. If you liked this video today, be sure to subscribe and click that bell so that you can get reminded of all the videos that I release every week. You can watch this video right here next, and I will see you in the next video.